I'm chatting with Christina Staola, who will be teaching oil painting classes at Dunedin Fine Arts Center. So Christine, you have one of your paintings here. Could you tell us about it?
Yes, this is one of a series of 4 female figures that I painted. I have a tendency to paint in series, and this is Grace.
So I'll have to edit this part out, my umming, my stumbling.
I'm supposed to be doing that, not you.
Okay. So your paintings are very rich and vibrant. Do you always paint in bold colors?
I think ever since I got my hands on the 88 crayon set, I can't not see color. If you give me a limited palette, I can paint with a limited palette. But if I'm given a choice, this is what I do.
And what do you enjoy about oil paint as opposed to other mediums?
First and foremost, I like all mediums. I'm not a mama that has a partial, feeling towards one child. Oil paint is probably, I like the versatility. You can build it up, you can thin it down, you can paint in a multitude of ways. You can do pointillism, you can do tache brushstroke, you can do scumbling, you can do wet on wet, you can dry. I mean, it's not something you can do with a lot of other mediums, which is why I like it. The more possibilities I've got, the happier I am.
Yes. So you're teaching a class called Abstracted Color.
Yes.
Can you tell me about this class and what students will be learning?
Yes. Abstracted color, I think, if you have to get into the hard vocabulary, it means non-local color. So if something is brown, I don't want you to paint it brown. I want you to look for different ways to achieve something that you like that reads as brown. It's a little hard to put in the words, but once we get into the colors, you'll figure it out.
And you'll also be teaching a beginning oil painting class. Can someone that has no painting experience take this class?
I think that's what it's for. Yeah, I would expect people to come in and want to learn how to do everything. I don't want you to. It's not a paint by numbers class, and it's not this is what I want you to paint. I want you all to paint the same thing and make it look alike. This is something where you will learn your materials. Get friendly. With what you're doing.
Yeah. So what types of painting exercises would the beginner students be doing?
I'm like an entertainer that has to read the room. I think on the first meeting, I'll have a really solid idea of what I can ask everybody to do. I think, but mainly you need to understand what it means to handle your brush, to handle the paint, what happens when you push a certain way, pull a certain way, if you put too much thinner in, that kind of thing, so that everybody can achieve a sense of confidence in using the materials. And then we go from there. Everybody develops, what they like.
Yeah, nice.
But I think in a beginning painting class, it's really important to make everybody understand. Number one, nobody's going to be painting a masterpiece. Number two, it's a start. It's a really rich, fermenting pot of sauerkraut. It's something like that. It's a start.
Yeah. So what's the atmosphere like in your class? Is it very formal and strict?
I expect dedication. I expect work. Whether you do that by laughing, whether you do that by being very serious, it's fine. I think strictness is something that I tend to lose as I move along. Just because I think once people start to get into what it is that they're doing, there's no need to be strict about anything.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And what would you say to someone who is hesitant to take a class because they think they don't have any artistic talent?
I always think that's a funny question. How do you know if you have talent or not? If you haven't tried, you don't know if you've got talent. I think just coming in with an open mind and desire is all I need. If you had talent, I'd be kind of useless, wouldn't I? No. Those are the kind of people I like. So please, come.
Excellent. Yes. Well, thank you for taking some time today to talk with me about your classes, and we will have a link below this video so folks can see your class descriptions and they can sign up. So thank you again for your time today.
Well, thank you. Thanks for the invitation. And everybody, come take my class.